So, we're actually doing this. I can't believe this shit is actually happening. Holy fucking shit, bro. This is fucking crazy, dude. Like, really, what? What was he thinking? I knew this video was coming, but just why? Why would you do this? Why would you fucking... Why would you do this? Why would you make a video? What Olivia said makes me think it's gonna be really fucking bad. No, can't believe this. I mean, I'm gonna be going in blind too, you know? I avoid spoilers till now. How bad this is gonna be, I have no idea! We're both going in blind. We're all going in blind! Aside from Olivia, who apparently watched it and knows too much. So, we are here and ready. Nice! I'm just waiting for a little bit more people to join because it's been a little quiet. A little bit quiet. Oh, hello hentai, I know that's you. I just know now. Oh my god, I'm shitting myself, honestly. Oh. How bad is this gonna be? I kinda wanna get myself ready for, whatever this is. Should I put the cop hat back on? Like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Let's see. Yes, lol. Okay. Cop hat. Ooh, that's a big hat. Damn. Chill. Chill, girl. Chill. We gotta put the cop hat back on. Yay! We're going in. We're going in. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Why is it moving in such a weird way? Sit on my head like normal. There we go. I'll pin it there so it doesn't move by accident. Oh. Gonna take too kindly about your legs around here. Dear God. Battery low. That was very liminal. Anyways. How bad is this gonna be? Oh, how mad am I gonna get? I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. Am I gonna be angry? Let's just go into this. Let's just tear the band-aid off, right? Alright, let's see. Where is it? You go be- With a sigh at the end. Jesus, okay. Turn off my music. We're ready for this. So it's titled Coming Clean, which is already not looking good because I bet he's gonna be sarcastic, right? He's not actually gonna mean it. I thought that was the start of Ian's video. Might as well be, if I'm being honest. Oh. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I muted this. Let me unmute it.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos. There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. If you're gonna be a hater-ass bitch, take it the full way.
Oh, he's crashing out!
By the way, the background is a work in progress, so you can—
That was already a terrible start. That is already such a terrible start. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh my god, no, don't be fucking combative. Like, that's the worst look.
You can just tune that out. Today,
Oh, remember, he has empathy. He doesn't like bullying people anymore. Look at these fucking losers. Look at these fucking stupid losers. Fucking wanting their bonus. Fuck them. Fuck them. I never promised that. Shut the fuck up.
going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do, and that is feed the trolls. One of the
They're
more
not
important things I want to
trolls!
talk about is my relationship with Anissa. I love Anissa. I love everything about
No,
her. I've
don't.
only grown to love
I
her
know
more
you
with
do.
time.
I
And
know you do, dude. I know you do. That's the problem. You love her too much. You don't have any self-respect. I am sorry. You know what? I'm going to speak my mind. I've been trying to be very, very nice about this, okay? I've been trying to be very, very nice about this because I don't want to shit on him and his relationship. But my guy, what kind of girlfriend or wife or anything goes on to a public stream, talks about how you have IBS in the most disrespectful, most humiliating way? What kind of fucking wife, partner, whatever, goes on to a podcast and says that your kind of clothing taste is trashy? I would it would still be rude if it was in private, but at least I would understand that more. Like, she can go to him in private and be like, "Hey honey, you look like a hobo. Stop wearing that shit. It's not good." But on a podcast where like thousands of people can see that shit, not the best thing ever. Just what kind of wife puts you through so many different things where you have to sit here and make videos defending her because she's causing you so many problems? Why? You love her too much. That's the issue. Either you sit her down and say, "Look, I don't like how you're treating me. You're treating me terribly. Stop that. I don't appreciate it." Or, I don't know, whatever. Just have a talk. Or you get the fuck out of there. It's one or the other. But don't just take it, dude. Don't just take it. I mean, from the Discord messages from Anissa, she made it sound like he was bad in the beginning of the relationship or something like that. Or she was having second thoughts and doubting if he really cares. And I don't know. It might not be true. It might be true. Who knows? If it's the case, then you're both not very great to each other. And maybe that's something you have to talk about. But stop putting it on the fucking internet.
And a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious. I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative. She is the opposite of that. She is loud, very talkative, social. People struggle to understand that dynamic, I think, especially me being a person.
It's not. What is he talking about? That's not what it's about. I'm upset because I've been through a shitty relationship. And I knew at the end that this was too much and I need to treat myself better. Because if I just went back after all that shit, I have no self-respect for myself at that point, you know? Like, even friends were like, "I'm either never helping you with anything again or I'm just not talking to you again if you go back to that. I'm sorry, maybe that's really extreme, but like, this is too much." And I was like, "You know what, man? You're fucking right." So I could have either chosen to be in a shitty relationship and lose all my friends, or get out of that and have friends who give a fuck about me. He's choosing the wrong thing in this, which is putting her above everything else. And, okay, I get it. You care about her. But to the point that it's, like, gone this far, Man, hello. I'm sorry. This is making me very mad. Anyways. It's not about him being stoic. It's not about how she's loud. There's been plenty of couples that I've seen where somebody's very quiet and the other person's very loud. But I've never seen shit like this happen between them. I've never seen the loud one publicly embarrassing the quiet one. Usually in relationships like that, everybody's going to point and be like, hey man, that's kind of fucking toxic. What the fuck are you doing, you know? Why are you with this person? Like, that's normal. You put your lives on the internet, and shit like this is happening, where she's saying things that would be very embarrassing and very private, you know? Like, it. I need to know.
Who has made a career of talking online. So yes, Anissa will oftentimes, like in many relationships, be the more talkative one. We've been together for nearly 10 years, and all of it has been online for the public to see, and there are still people accusing her of cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive relationship. None of this is true, and there is no evidence for any of this except, like, I guess, body language experts coming on and being like,
Is it not, like, you know what? Fine. I'm not gonna call it abuse, but let's just agree that it's very fucking shitty for your partner to come on and say these things about you to an audience. It's weird.
You mean like all those times I tell you you need to take a shower because you smell like beans?
But you're joking. She meant it. Sorry, that was Black Star. Total lack of respect that. What? Why are you here again?
Chad, she thinks it's a joke. Help.
Leave me alone. Total lack of respect that everyone sees happening 100% of the time. Yes. Yeah, that's the problem, dude. That's the problem. Like, okay, here's a good example. When, like, if he wants to spin it, maybe in this video, I mean, he hasn't yet, but if he does at any point, or even later, that this is some sort of big joke, and, I don't know, she's just kidding around and being chaotic and crazy, ha. Why did it not feel like a joke? Why did he get so quiet and, like, weird about it? If it was a joke and it was something funny, you'd laugh, like how I laughed right now at what Black Star said. Because he's obviously just, like, busting my balls here. I don't think that picked up on the mic. He said, you mean the balls that you desperately need to wash? But see, that's funny. That's just silly and goofy. Just funny couple things, right? But not this. I can go back and show that thing where Anissa, Shin, if you find it, before I finish this video, where Anissa's like, you know, since I've known you, you've always been shitting yourself. I need to show you how unfunny and how uncomfortable that clip was for you to really understand. Because there's just so much to dissect there, right? Anyways, let's continue.
iDubbbz is being stoic here. Therefore, he's in hell.
Okay, hang on. Watch the change there. Watch the change.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I have never gotten.
Look at Ian in this moment. Oh my god.
Like, he looks sad. No, he is disgusted at her. He's depressed. He's so disgusted
working
by this.
on.
He looks disgusted with this.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's like, should I be here? He looks so uncomfortable. Look at this guy's body language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, he looks miserable. Dude, he looks like he wants to kill himself.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now. Okay, so they're not a fan of the resting bitch face. All right, well, I'm not going to smile all the time, fellas. And even when I smile, you guys still, like, contort it into he's so uncomfortable or he's smiling through the pain.
Burn.
Oh, he's so uncomfortable. He's smiling on his face.
What?
But inside his eyes, you can see his pain.
I do think, I will say one thing, I do think that people overanalyze, like, his face and stuff too much because they want to find little nuances. They're not a fucking psychologist. They don't really know what's happening, you know? He could be very stoic, but still, that doesn't change the fact that she said some weird shit. Also, thank you. I like my thumbnail too. He's not going to show you how sad he is on camera. That's true too, but the thing is, it's just, what my problem is just the things that she said in public about him, which felt disrespectful. Creepy sex theories. What the fuck? Why'd I pause on this? Anyways, I'd love to know.
For some reason, well, not for some reason, for the reason of sexism and people's view on OnlyFans and them just not liking Anissa, they want to push forward a narrative that she is actively and continually cheating on me. And if you listen to freaks like this guy I'm about to show, it makes sense why. They are obsessed.
Anissa wants to have sex into having sex with Anissa. I think he wants to bang Anissa. Anissa was horny and wanted to have sex with this therapist. Well,
so you mean you can't take a joke? You can't take an edgy joke now? Okay. Interesting. Is it a little bit tasteless? Maybe, but people are just taking the piss out of him. I don't know why he can't just ignore it. It's people on the internet. Who cares? Who cares? People are gonna say weird shit all the time. People have said weird shit in my comments. Do you see me making fucking, like, whole videos about it? No. Because who the fuck gives a shit?
Anissa herself to it.
Yep. Do you think that makes her pussy wet?
Buddy, was she getting plowed?
That's what I'm saying.
What we're describing here is two grown men who are fantasizing about a stranger and his wife and what they do in the bedroom or don't do in the bedroom. That is creepy, weirdo shit.
And here we have iDubbbz with the bull, folks. There's iDubbbz with the bull.
He's using sexualized...
I'm gonna be real. I don't know who these people are, but from, like, any video that I've seen them pop up in, I don't know if I like them all that much. I just don't really like their comments or their humor. Maybe it's just not for me, but that's just me.
...terms to describe a picture of me and my dog. And what are we doing? So many people will tell Anissa and I of just like, don't feed into the hate. And it's like, okay, we're going to post some normal stuff. Anissa posts just me with a picture of my dog, and this is the type of commentary we get about it.
iDubbbz with the bull. Gorgeous Gabe plowed her
look
in the back room of the salon. 3-hour bukkake session with all of the male stylists.
If you're curious about the hairdresser these guys are talking about, I will point you to my disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs. For some reason, this stupid fucking loser and his dumb as rocks wife decided to go on the H3 podcast.
So you're not okay with people shitting on you and your wife, but you're okay with shitting on somebody else's wife and him. I'm trying to understand the logic here.
They already spilled their guts. They were getting paid like $5,000 to go on this podcast.
I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
I think they were maybe afraid that they wouldn't get the money if they didn't thoroughly trash us. So them maybe thinking that they weren't trashing us hard enough, Michael Briggs decided to invoke the name of one of his presumably friends and say that Anissa was like thirsting after him.
She definitely had a big crush on one of the guys that would come in and spar with them, because anytime they would spar, she would just be super into it and watch every moment. Even if he would like beat Ian up, she'd be very into it.
For whatever it's worth, every time Michael Briggs, my disgraced boxing coach, would reference Gabe, he would always refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe. He couldn't help but refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe on the podcast.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah, he's got tattoos. He's large. He's tan.
I don't call him that. My wife doesn't call him that. If you have some unresolved sexual tension or fantasies, whatever the fuck it is, you need to keep that shit to yourself and not project it onto other people. I wish the best to Gabe. Michael Briggs, on the other hand, absolute fucking creep weirdo. Now, I know a lot of this is very grotesque and obsessive. I would prefer if people didn't talk about me and my wife or other people in this way.
Okay, go on.
I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lol cow, because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lol cow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. They won't, you know, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just just innocent guys just having a laugh. Thankfully, Anissa and I are in a much safer and privileged position than many other people who are the targets of guys like this who want to bully them into submission.
I thought they
so
don't
now I
have
want
a
to look at two
house.
different clips from these guys. There is the fat one and his
What do you
cohort
mean
who
privileged?
are listening to Anissa describe, like, essentially having a hard time online.
Like, where are
seeing
you right
people
now?
mock and make fun of her dad with Alzheimer's.
They were laughing at my dad for getting sick on some of these forums.
What did you
really
think? What did you think? Because you shared it online?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's what people are going to do because they want to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
I don't think they probably even really believe the stuff that they're saying, but they know because it's extreme and like edgy that it will cause you mentally spiral like this. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? They're going to keep doing it. This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
The whole time, he is not saying that he is a perpetrator of bullying her. What he's saying is that other people are doing that. But he is doing it actively. In this video, he is bullying Anissa. And in other videos, he's literally bullied and made fun of her dad who has
He said the
Alzheimer's.
leafy thing. He said the leafy thing. Literally. God, sorry.
With a late stage dementia patient who is a extremist Muslim, and he sees his daughter covered in tattoos, married to iDubbbz the cuck, and he just freaks the f out. iDubbbz is having to take him on walks through the neighborhood, talk to this demented guy.
So this is something that he's very familiar with. But for some reason, in this moment, he refuses to take any ownership of the fact that he is part of the problem.
Like, that's what people are going to do because they want to get a reaction out of you. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you.
He doesn't want to admit it, and it makes you wonder why. And we get a little window into that at the end of the clip.
This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
He says in this moment, it shouldn't be. Why the fuck do you think he says it shouldn't be?
These
Could
guys
that
really
be
bothered
because
him.
it's wrong and it's a mean, evil thing to do? To acknowledge that someone is suffering and deciding that you are going to attack them online continuously for the thing that they are, either insecure or struggling with? It's plain as day that he's part of the problem, but he fucking refuses, like a coward does, to take any responsibility for him being part of the problem. I don't think a lot of these commentary channels want to be held to a higher standard. I think they want to comment on the strategy of things, and they don't want to reveal too much of their own morals or principles. This next guy is the perfect example of what I'm describing. He is being very critical of me talking to a therapist. And by the way, that wasn't even a therapy session. I just happened to cry in that moment, and I was like, this might be able to communicate authenticity, so I'll include it.
And then Ian goes on a podcast with a therapist.
It doesn't matter. The whole video felt not authentic. Oh my god, he's so dense. He's so fucking dense, dude. I don't think I've seen anyone more dense than this. You had a bunch of people who didn't actually want to, say nice things to Ethan. Say nice things, he forced them to. And even one of them said, he was like, I realized fucking Hassan didn't say anything nice to Ethan. You mean I didn't have to? This whole time? And then he laughs about it. Because he didn't want to. Of course, it felt not authentic. It doesn't matter that you added you crying at the end. Literally 2 seconds before the whole, like, Ethan, I do think, like, good things of you too thing. He said that he wanted to, like, kick Ethan's ass. Like, nothing about it makes any sense, dude.
And gets extremely real with him, which is a profoundly stupid idea. Like eating with your mouth full on camera. He of all people should know better than to go on a therapist's podcast and vent about his very real problems on a public forum like that. Because people will use that information against him. Like this.
The same person live streamed his own therapy session where he actually cried.
If you're gonna be a hater-ass bitch, take it the full way. Take responsibility for having the opinion that crying online is pathetic and weak. Don't say, I am the enlightened centrist, and other people are gonna make fun of you for that.
Because people will use that information against him.
People will use the information against me? Who's people? I'm pretty sure you're people. You're the one who's playing this fucking clip. You're the one who's making this video.
You know what? I'll say it right now. I'll say it fucking right now. I am the people. I am here to fucking bully the shit out of Dubs and his wife. Oh, sorry, and his husband. I forgot, he's the wife. Anyways. I don't care. I don't care. Like... Listen, man. I'll be real this one time. All this stuff makes no sense. You're screaming out to an audience who doesn't really care about what you have to say at this point. You brought on a guy who is now notorious for saying really horrible things on Twitch, right? You brought on Hassan and all of his little friends who said shit like veterans deserve PTSD, America deserved 9/11 or whatever. Like, ooh, look, a terrorist. Haha, heart, heart, heart. Fucking, yeah, I love you so much. Fucking, you're just like Luffy from the hit fucking manga, anime, whatever. Fucking One Piece. It's just like, what did you think would happen? Did you really think people would be on your side? Did you think this was a good idea? If you care so much about you and your wife's, like, feelings, I would have just turned around and told her, hey, I think this is a really bad idea. I think people are gonna bully the shit out of us, you know? Maybe we should, like, butt out of it a little bit. You know, let Ethan make a fool of himself. We don't have to talk about it.
Called the most toxic wife. I don't know why these fucking pussies don't accept the full troll mask. They're acting as if being sincere is impossible to do online. It's not impossible. It's difficult in the situation that Anissa and I are in, but we're making that choice intentionally. So you making this...
In what way have you been sincere? Explain it to me. I'm genuinely so confused right now. I don't know what about anything that he's done recently isn't sincere.
Bold claim that we are, like, unaware what happens when Anissa talks about her dad who has Alzheimer's or me crying. Like, we're very aware that that is going to be viewed as gay and be made fun of by people like you.
Because people hate you now after what you did.
Now I'm going to
to
react to a couple of these random...
Not to mention you double down as well. Like, just take the L, dude. I don't have anything else to say. It's like... I'll put it this way. So, my ex kept getting into beef on Twitter, right? At some point, I just said, you really should stop giving your opinions, dude. Because no matter what you say now, even if it's right, people are going to come after you and start shit because now they're mad about the past thing, right? Just don't do it. It's Twitter. They're fucking stupid there. But he didn't listen and kept doing it. Kept getting involved in things in really stupid ways, and then was expecting me to come to his defense. And honest to God, I didn't want to. Not because I didn't care, but because I just didn't want to have to deal with all of this. I didn't start the beef. It's not my beef. I have my own channel and shit. I didn't want to get, like, in my own trouble so that I get, like, dislike bombed on my videos. It was a headache, really. I knew when to stop. He didn't know when to stop. And that was kind of the problem. Ian doesn't know when to stop. He's made this video to defend himself and to defend his wife and all that. You know what the easiest thing to do would be? Get off the internet for a while. Don't come to, you know, Twitter, YouTube, Discord. Go live your life. If you really are happy with your wife, live offline with her. Do something. Maybe you have to get an actual job instead of streaming, you know? So what? That's not the end of the world. I just don't understand why he's arguing with a bunch of people who are never going to listen, no matter what he says. Because he already fucked up, and now he's just making it worse by fighting with everyone.
Creators who have made videos or statements about Anissa and I, just to give you a taste of what an average is. And additionally, like in making some of those videos, it just attracts a certain type of person where they're like, I'm going to list off a bunch of people I consider lol cows or people who are mentally like disabled, and I'm going to tell you to make fucking documentaries about them. And then in that case, like, I'm not fucking doing that. You seeing that happen right now with World of T-shirts? There's a lot of people who think they're like doing it responsibly or respectfully, and it's just hell. It's just like, what the fuck is any of this shit?
Bro, what is going on? Anissa legitimately convinced him his entire being as a person is bad.
Did I once say my entire being is bad? You're allowed to be critical of yourself and the content you're making. You would benefit from being a little critical of the content you're making. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, actually comment on what I was talking about. Do you agree or disagree with a statement that you should be making videos and documentaries about people who are mentally disabled because you are encouraged by your fan base to do so? Do you agree with that? Maybe engage with the prompt.
And fellas, and even fellettes, all right? Never, just listen up, all right? Never let your partner actually change you this much. Never let them convince you that you are so bad as a person, like everything you do, the way you act, everything you believe is bad, and you must agree to their way of life, everything they do. Obviously,
why do you think that she thinks everything I do is bad? I'm like, man, these people have fucking drank the Kool-Aid to a disgusting degree.
Obviously, if there's legitimate criticism taken into account or whatever, but this is legitimately tragic. He cannot be proud of a single thing he's ever done.
This is just going to promote more Pegasus Sons and everybody else. You do realize that, right? The like to dislike ratio is literally like, there's only like 8K likes and 10K dislikes.
In his entire life. He just feels guilty about all of it because of Anissa.
Dude, I'm proud of plenty of things. I'm not just going to go on stream and declare it. Like, what do you, like, it's so boring. Like, I don't want to talk about how proud I am of making the Airsoft Fatty documentary. Like, do you guys really need me to fucking blow?
Speaking of that, Airsoft Fatty had made his own video being very upset with Ian, saying that he felt used by Ian. And that was really wild to watch. So, maybe don't make any more documentaries on people. Maybe just don't. Because it didn't really work out. Also, hold on, because oh, here it is. Thank you, Shin. I'll quickly show you the clip that I was talking about where I thought it was pretty fucking disrespectful.
Well, I want to ask Rajor a question first.
Okay.
Rajor...
Wait, we should get Rajor in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you can.
Well, if you can. I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had, like, IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well...
That is so awkward. It's so awkward. I just wanted to bring this other guy in here so that I can ask if you've always been shitting yourself. Why? And the way he just goes quiet and he goes, oh yeah, well, it's like, oh, no. That it's moments like that that people are like focusing on because it does look weird. If somebody did that to me, I would break the fuck up with them immediately. No questions asked. Just watch a video about terrible wives. They all do this. They publicly humiliate their husbands. It's so toxic. Yeah. It's just like... Listen. I'll tell you a thing about me. When I was, you know, first falling in love with a person, I would talk so great about them to everyone. I would not shut the fuck up, right? I can't understand saying something like this about your partner. I would never do that. Not publicly, not in private either. It's just weird. If you really love somebody, like, the first thing coming out of your mouth is going to be something positive about them. And so far from clips and videos, also from their podcasts that I've looked through, I don't see that as often. Something just feels strange. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Anissa go like, oh my gosh, I love my husband. He's so wonderful to me, or something like that. Which is strange. Maybe you're not openly super over-the-top romantic. Whatever. But like, I don't know. Why you gotta go the opposite of that and say bad things?
About how I really enjoyed following the narrative structure of a fatty battling with his friends in Battle Creek.
It was my opinion that some of your content in the past was actually good before. It was actually logical. You made some good points. You don't need to feel so bad about every single thing. You know, maybe you did some bad shit. You said some slurs. That shit was bad. Whatever.
Dude, I know. I just, this is so frustrating. I just want to say, like, a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about are going to be upsetting, or they're going to be a downer to you, because that's interesting. I don't know if it's because I have a higher threshold. It kind of feels like I do, right? A lot of the things that these commentators are commenting on is they're saying like, oh my gosh, that would crush me, basically, if my wife described me in that way or said that about me. And it's like,
yeah, go on.
Okay, it would hurt you. You're feeling bad through me. You think that I'm feeling those same feelings that you're feeling. I'm not.
A lot of like good shit to your...
Okay, let's say that you're not, right? Let's say that you don't feel bad at all. It still looks weird. It still looks very weird to other people. I would probably tell my significant other, hey, maybe let's not say those things. Like, I know I don't really take it seriously, and I'm fine with it in private, but, like, other people might just see that as weird, right? If you want to go with that argument, but I don't believe it. I just don't believe it because of his reactions to everything. It's... Obviously, I'm not in his head. I don't know exactly what he's feeling. Maybe he is fine with it, but, like, it's strange. It's just strange looking. And you're gonna have to expect that people are gonna point out that it's strange.
Content as well, you're legitimately, fighting against, like, evil people and shit like that.
Because I'm sensing this guy as being his own version of sincere, because I honestly think, I don't know how old this guy is, but I'm going to say a teenager, a teenage commentary YouTuber.
That is not a teenager. Boy, you gotta get your eyes checked. Maybe you need glasses. 23 is not a teenager. That's an adult. But okay.
I'm going to say that their version of sincere is going to look very different than mine. I'll take what I can get right now from this guy. When I'm giving my actual authentic take about something, you don't need to put the blame on my wife. You don't need to say that she's controlling me. This is very off base. People who are in relationships, they communicate, they talk. This is just the reality of getting in a relationship and becoming more enmeshed. Like, it happens. If we eventually have a kid together.
That reminds me of Frost calling Greco an adult man. That's not a child. That's an adult man. That is an adult man goblin. God damn it.
Like, it's very important that we're on the same page and that we communicate. I know it might feel like you have some outsider insight, but it is just very wrong. I feel very free to speak my truth. Yeah, I agree, Bri.
He just watches everyone.
Do you want to know why this shit makes me so mad? Because there was a point in time back in OnlyFans season 1 where I was like, dude, iDubbbz is the fucking man. Such a chill guy. So down to earth. Loved meeting him in real life. Loved playing games with him. This guy was the fucking man.
Damn it, I should have talked about iDubbbz
is
more.
remembering
I would
this
have
in
made
kind
it into
of a
the
weird
video.
way. It seems like he's very nostalgic and happy about it. He's being very over the top of how epic I was. But by this time, everyone had like decided that Anissa controls my life and that I'm a beta male soy cuck boy. So it actually is very funny that he's coming out now saying like, man, he was the man just 2 years ago. It's like, dude, the fucking cat was out of the bag 2 years ago. Also, it's weird because I didn't play games with him other than we were in the same guild. I don't know. I think he's just trying to add on to this narrative that the internet likes of, man, he used to be so awesome. He was so cool. And then he fucking got corrupted by that fucking bitch.
He was one of my favorite content creators of all time. And to see that this is what he became. I mean, this guy inspired me to do content. Like, my breakdowns on people's entire character was inspired by iDubbbz.
You know who's a good couple? YouTube couple? You wanna know? My honest opinion? Besides, like, PewDiePie and Marty, they're pretty cute. There's another one. There's another one. Me. Aren't you single? This doesn't count. You're a one person. Who? Jenna Marbles and her boyfriend. Honestly, I liked their content so much. I had a whole thing where I binged all of their fucking content over and over again because I liked the dynamic. They were chaotic, but they were chaotic together. And you could tell they really loved each other. They really loved each other. She's been gone for 5 years now. I know. Makes me a little sad, but, you know, wherever she is, I hope she's doing well. that whole arc with her and Julian, yes, with her and Julian was just beautiful, you know? Did she step away? Yeah, she stepped away from YouTube. I don't blame her. After being on YouTube for so long, it was bound to happen. A lot of people leave after so many years on there. You know, they already made their life. They wanted to just live out the rest of it. I respect that. But they were really great together whenever they made videos. They were very silly. I liked them a lot. And I think stuff like that is fine, but it just... I don't know what it is about the dynamic between Ian and Anissa that just feels weird. They're never, like, funny together. They're never, like, seen doing very coupley things. They're just arguing with the internet all the time. Maybe they post pictures on Twitter, but who gives a shit about Twitter? You want to make people believe that your relationship is fine? Well, stop complaining and start making some cool videos together. I don't know. I'd question my whole fucking reality if I saw that they were doing well in a video. I'd be like, oh, huh. Maybe their dynamic isn't so bad, you know what I mean? Maybe I was wrong. I'd fucking admit that at that point. But right now, it looks weird. Everything about it looks weird. I'm trying to figure out and piece together in my head why I feel like it looks weird. But definitely the stuff with the shitting. That was weird. Her calling iDubbbz's clothes trashy was also weird. At the very least, if your partner says stuff like that, like, okay, let's say I did something with Blackstar and he said that I look like I'm rocking that hobo style, I'd be like, oi, take that back. You know, I don't know, something like silly, goofy, play off of each other. But he just sits there. He doesn't say anything.
Pull up. Let him
like
cook.
A fucking vegetable. Keep breaking it down hobo style. That's actually really funny. Hell yeah, brother. Oh.
And it's so lame. Like, to see what one woman's pussy and Hassan can do to a motherfucker is insane to me.
Is he going to comment about the Hassan
And if he
thing?
just would have remained true to himself,
he going to comment
wouldn't have
about
ended up
the
this
Hassan thing?
husk of a man he is today, and probably would have way more viewers and wouldn't having to be making content that he hates for money. It's just...
This is such fucking cope, man. Like, hearing Tectone say it, it's just like, it's reminding me how many times I've heard this fucking script. These people cannot fathom that the based epic N-word guy has changed his mind over time. It's got to be a woman's pussy or Hassan. I think if they accept that I came to that decision on my own, they have to reckon with some demons of their own. Like, it's hard to accept the fact that I've taken this journey and it's not one I regret. It's actually one that I've felt better after doing.
And Tectone is right. This guy is such a disappointment. Like, iDubbbz calling people incels when the first woman he met literally destroyed, like, took over his life and destroyed him, dude.
He's so focused on that. He's so focused on that. Don't fight it so hard. Just be like, whatever, man. I'm in a happy relationship. Live out your life. Why does it bother you so much that you have to defend it? Is she, like, there in the house, like, crying about this, and you feel bad enough to make a video defending her to make her feel better, or what? What's happening? Explain. I'm just trying to understand. Yes, people on the internet are gonna be mean. You have a very large following, maybe not as large now, because people started unsubscribing, but man, yeah, you can't. I have to agree with the people who are like, you just have to ignore the haters. You have to ignore them, Because all the people who make content and milk this shit, if you didn't make this video, they would have nothing to milk. I was starting to forget about the iDub stuff as well, because I was like, okay, well, he's not really doing anything. But as soon as he comes out and makes this video, everybody's talking about it again. Everybody's, you know, shitting on them again. It's like, why do you think this helps anything? I don't understand. His husband's cooch. He's like the Eye of Sauron. Stop. Stop. That is foul.
If this is your own theory, or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos, but Aneesa is not the first person or not the first woman I've met. I've met plenty of other women. She's certainly not the first woman I've dated, and certainly not the first woman I've had sex.
Didn't Ethan post a text between him and... Hold on, I'm trying to process this. I thought Ethan showed a text between them where he admitted that Aneesa was like the first girl he's ever been with. So, why would you say that if that's not true?
With. But I will admit that she's the first woman I married. Also, there are a lot of grown men out there who were outraged to find out that I changed my last name from Washburn to Jama when I married Aneesa.
Who took his wife's last name, taking Aneesa's last
Isn't her name
taking
Joma?
your wife's last name.
Jama?
He's taken her last name.
His last name?
The last name, the story. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's so many. I forgot.
I think some of these people think I'm trying to push a woke.
Oh, that's the other thing. She said that his last name was ugly. And so she didn't want to take it, so she convinced him to take her last name. It's just... Ian, I'm gonna be real with you. It's the fact that she keeps saying stuff that makes it look really bad. If she didn't say any of this shit, I'm sure people wouldn't say all the stuff that they're saying right now. But she talks a lot, but like too much, you know what I'm saying? She says things she really shouldn't. And going onto a stream or video or wherever it was and being like, yeah, his last name was really fucking ugly. I would never take, like, what kind of fucking last name is Washburn? Ew. Fucking, I need to get him to take my last name because my last name just sounds better. I mean, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Woke agenda or some shit. But I don't give a fuck what anyone does with their own last names. This is what I chose to...
It's fine to take your partner's last name. You could say yourself, like, oh, I just liked it better. Didn't really like my last name that much. Well, it'd been fine if he said it. But she said it in such a rude way that it's like, it looks bad.
do because I like her last name better. When my rancid boxing coach and his wife decided to go on the H3 podcast... as like this mutual exchange of talking shit about Aneesa and I in exchange for $5,000. That was sort of under the premise that I owed them some sort of bonus money.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were also promised a bonus on CC1 and we never got it. But because Michael was so nice, he didn't want to, like, make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Aneesa about it.
And I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. I was paying these people an hourly rate to do the job that I asked for them to do, and they got paid. This fucking loser with the beard got paid $32,000 for training an influencer to box, and she got paid $9,000 to film some of it. They conveniently never talked to either one of us about it.
You confronted about that? You asked them, or you didn't want to?
No, I just let it be.
Because I'm the same.
They conveniently don't have any text messages or emails or contracts that have anything to do with bonus money because that conversation didn't happen. They are lying to Ethan and his crew, and they're lying to the audience.
how is it that we put on this great event? We raised $1.3 million for charity, and he promised us a bonus. And then right after the event, he just kind of like he's too busy to check in with us.
Too busy to check in with you? I don't need to fucking check in with you. You're not my parents. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You weren't promised a bonus. I was doing my own shit. Why the fuck would I want to spend my time with you?
What about that? That was actually
when I'm filming a show with Dax Flame? You guys are fucking losers.
You confronted about that? You asked them, or you didn't want to
I just let it be.
Because I'm the same.
If it was promised to you, if this imaginary bonus was promised...
For anybody who doesn't know, one of them was unfortunately forced into child marriage at a very young age and got out of it and became an advocate for being against child marriage, the guy's wife. And they actually did show a text where they reached out to Anissa being like, hey... could you help us advocate for this thing? And Anissa said, in no world would we help you, which was also really rude and weird. I wonder if he talks about that.
To you, that should give you a lot of confidence to at least say, bonus? That's potentially a lot of money for you, you know, in this fictional scenario where you were promised a bonus. Surely it makes sense to at least inquire if it was promised to you, right? Because I'd been...
At the very least, if he said, like, oh, they were really awful to us, so we didn't really want to help them with any projects afterwards, like, it ended, like, on a bad note or something. Okay, I can maybe understand that a little bit more, but if he doesn't talk about it at all, that's really sus.
Consistently paying you day after day for all the work you were doing. So if I never missed a payment for you and your wife, and a bonus was promised at some point, then don't you think it would be pretty fucking obvious and apparent that you should text me, hey, what about that bonus? Of course, but there was no bonus, because you're fucking lying. Like, fuck these crooked people. They came on this podcast, they used this bonus thing as some sort of, like, weird exchange of, like, yeah, we can't go on the podcast and just talk blatant shit about our clients. So what we're instead going to do is pretend like we were stiffed by our clients after they promised us a windfall of cash. There's so many other truthful things that they could have focused on the podcast that would have made me look like a bitch to a certain, you know, sector of the internet. One of those things being me crying after a tough sparring session. Like, that's truthful.
Did you say he cried?
We had to have a meeting.
So after that, so he was crying at the gym.
It's okay to cry, but it's not okay for him to cry. Now, to the crew of the H3 podcast, I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this episode of iDubbbz Complains. If you want to hear me complaining live in your ears, particularly today, if you're watching this video the day it comes...
No. No. I don't want to hear you complain. That's it? Yeah. What a bad video. I need to see what other people say about this. I'm so curious what other people's opinions on this fucking terrible video are. Oh. Sensitive Society posted it an hour ago saying, yup, you're finished.
Because you're lying.
Okay, hold on. I need to see. Because I also don't really remember that podcast too well now, because it's been a little bit. So I wonder if he'll bring up anything that I maybe missed. Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Because you're lying. Like, fuck these crooked people.
You guys suck
is a massive day for the unemployed, and on top of that, it's a massive landmark historical moment for the Sans YouTube channel. iDubbbz finally responded to the ops, to the haters, if you will. And no, I am not lying to you guys. I am in this video. This is like a dream come true. And if you were to tell me 6 years ago that I was going to be in an iDubbbz video, I wouldn't believe you. This is truly a historical moment, and I'm calling my mom right now. Mom, get the Porsche 911. Mom, Get the house in Beverly Hills. We made it. We out the hood. All kidding aside, the video that iDubbbz just dropped, Coming Clean, is one, if not the worst video he's ever put out. And that's saying a lot. I mean, we're talking about iDubbbz in the 2020s, okay? With that said, I see each and every single one of you are ready. You guys are waiting for me to hit the play button and stop fucking talking. I see your snacks. I see your drinks. I'm just gonna ask you guys one small favor before we really get into it. If you could drop a like and subscribe to this channel, it will be greatly appreciated. Enough yapping. I'm ready. I'm way too excited for this.
Today, I'm going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do, and that is feed the trolls. One of the more important things that I want to talk about is my relationship with Anissa. I love Anissa. I love everything about her. I've only grown to love her more with time, and a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious. I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative. She is the opposite of that. She is loud, very talkative, social. People struggle to understand that dynamic, I think, especially me being a person who has made a career of talking online. So yes, Anissa will oftentimes, like in many relationships, be the more talkative one. We've been together for nearly 10 years, and all of it has been online for the public to see, and there are still people accusing her of cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive relationship. None of this is true, and there is no evidence for any of this except, like, I guess, body language experts.
I would be interested to see how you would respond to those various clips that I show. Now, is this title and video 50-50 fucking around, 50-50 real? Yes, you're not doing us any favors with the clips that you put out, with the way people treat you, and that includes Hassan and others, with the way your wife talks to you, the way she constantly humiliates you. Unless you're into that, and that's completely fine if you're into being humiliated and your wife making fun of your IBS and your horrible breath. If you're into that, I guess there truly is someone for everyone. Now, this is not Sense doing concerned trolling. This is me genuinely being helpful for once. It makes you guys look bad. How are we supposed to see the clips of you getting humiliated and be like, yeah, guys, it does look like they have a healthy, loving relationship? And am I saying that couples never fight and they don't have disagreements? No, I think everyone here has been in a relationship. And you guys know that it's not all fucking rainbows and roses. There's ups, there's downs. You work through it, or you don't and you break up and you move on to someone else, all right? It's quite that simple. But to me, in my mind, it's like, if this is how you guys act and if this is how she treats you in public, imagine the way she treats iDubbbz in private.
iDubbbz is being stoic here, therefore he's in hell.
Okay, hang on. Watch the change there. Watch the change there.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I have never gotten.
Look at Ian in this moment. Oh my God.
Like, he looks sad. No, he is disgusted at her. He's depressed. He's so disgusted by this. He looks disgusted with this.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's like, should I be here? He looks so uncomfortable.
Yo, that's my goat, WestJet. Represent. I'm shouting out another hood, and that is the WestJet hood, all right? Here in the Sense hood, WestJet is allowed, all right? He cool. It's crazy to me that Ian iDubbbz is watching these fucking hate videos. I wouldn't consider my videos hateful. They're just literally trolling, fucking around, being unemployed. I wouldn't consider WestJet to be toxic or bullying. I wouldn't consider Diesel Patches or Pegasus to be bullying, harassment, whatever iDubbbz wants to say. Some of us, like me, I'm just a very caring, lovable guy, and I just want the best for iDubbbz, all right? iDubbbz taught me empathy, and iDubbbz taught me to say the N-word. iDubbbz, thank you for making me who I am. Thank you for, I'm getting emotional. Thank you for teaching me empathy so young and teaching me to say the N-word even younger. I am forever in debt. Before we continue, I want to leave a comment. Hello, Mr. Ian.
Oh, no.
AKA, whoops, iDubbbz. I'm a big fan of you. Is there any way you and I could collab? It would be a dream come true. This is my make-a-wish moment. Comment. Let's see what iDubbbz says. I mean, he did block me on Twitter, but I am hopeful. So hopefully he has just a little bit of empathy left.
So uncomfortable. He's like, should I be here? He looks so uncomfortable. Look at this guy's body language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, he looks miserable. Dude, he looks like he wants to kill himself.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now.
This is probably the first time since like 2016 that iDubbbz has made me laugh. I think the last time that iDubbbz made me laugh, he called Tana Mango the N-word. I guess he isn't a fan of the Sensitive
Mango,
Society
like
channel, which
kind
of breaks my heart. I'm low-key kind of speechless. I thought he would like it. I mean, I thought it was pretty nice. But I get it. The content isn't for everyone. The humor isn't for everyone. All kidding aside, I never thought I would be in an iDubbbz video. I made it, Mom. iDubbbz put me in his video. He kind of knows who I am. Time to switch up on all my day ones.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now. Okay, so they're not a fan of the resting bitch face. All right, well, I'm not going to smile all the time, fellas. And even when I smile, you guys still, like, contort it into he's so uncomfortable or he's smiling through the pain.
Burn.
Oh, he's so uncomfortable. And he's smiling on his face.
What?
But inside his eyes, you can see his pain.
Oh, boy.
For some reason, well, not for some reason, for the reason of sexism and people's view on OnlyFans and them just not liking Anissa, they want to push forward a narrative that she is actively and continually cheating on me. And if you listen to freaks like this guy I'm about to show, it makes sense why. They are obsessed.
Anissa wants to have sex into having sex with Anissa. I think he wants to bang Anissa. Anissa was horny and wanted to have sex
I just noticed that.
This therapist. Well, Anissa herself to it.
Yep.
All right, so I have no idea who these people are. No disrespect, but even I could tell with like 5 to 10 seconds of them talking, they're not being serious. This is just two guys fucking around and saying dumb shit. All right,
So it's
it's stuff that
exactly
we
what
all
I
do
was
in
thinking.
private.
What we're describing here is two grown men who are fantasizing about a stranger and his wife and what they do in the bedroom or don't do in the bedroom. That is creepy, weirdo shit. If you're curious about the hairdresser these guys are talking about, I will point you to my disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs. For some reason, this stupid fucking loser and his dumb as rocks wife decided to go on the H3 podcast. They already spilled their guts. They were getting paid like $5,000 to go on this podcast.
I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
Small correction here, and yes, I will sound like the fucking nerd emoji.
Sorry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Ethan, Mr. H3, or anyone from the crew, but I don't think they were promised 5K. This was just Ethan being generous and be like, well, you know, I could have gave 5K away. I'm rich, or I'm loaded. So yeah, here's 5K for coming on. It's just a generous thing to do. Now, maybe I'm just biased, but it's not like I love Ethan either. Like, it's not like I'm here to simp for iDubbbz, the coach, his wife, or Ethan. I'm a pretty neutral guy here. I mean, I don't talk to Ethan. I've never spoken to him before. I'm not being paid by him or the Israeli government to defend him, believe it or not. I wish. I mean, if anyone's like, yo, can you defend me for like 50K? I'm doing it, alright? I don't care who it is. Even if it's fucking Hamas Piker, he's like, yo, Sans, can you switch? I'll pay you 100K. Yeah, I'm switching. I'm just letting y'all know, if you ever see a positive Hassan video, I've been bought by the Israeli government, and I've been bought by Hamas Piker, so you guys have been warned. This was just Ethan being generous.
For the
Something
money.
that iDubbbz could probably not relate to. Just saying.
I think they were maybe afraid that they wouldn't get the money if they didn't thoroughly trash us. So them maybe thinking that they weren't trashing us hard enough, Michael Briggs decided to invoke the name of one of his presumably friends and say that Anissa was like thirsting after him.
She definitely had a big crush on one of the guys that would come in and spar with them, because anytime they would spar, she would just be super into it and watch every moment. Yeah, even if he would like beat Ian up, she'd be very into it.
For whatever it's worth, every time Michael Briggs, my disgraced boxing coach, would reference Gabe, he would always refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe. He couldn't help but refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe on the podcast.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah, he's got tattoos. He's large. He's tan.
I don't call him that. My wife doesn't call him that.
That you know of. You don't know that your wife calls him Gorgeous Gabe, but behind the scenes and the late night text when you're asleep, he's texting Gorgeous Gabe. iDubbbz, Please put the fries in the bag. Please stop. I mean, don't stop. Please keep feeding us content.
I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lol cow.
I love how this video is called Coming Clean.
I like how he caught himself to be like, please stop. Wait, no, don't stop. I need to fucking eat next week.
And he is not addressing anything interesting or meaningful. Like, what about the fact that Anissa left Kate on Red after Kate asked her to post and signal boost her charity?
That's what I said! That's what I said! Why didn't he mention that? Why didn't he talk about that? That was pretty fucking bad. That was a pretty bad look, and they had screenshot evidence. I think he just brushed it under the rug because it's just like, he can't say anything about it. It looks bad. They have proof.
About this. If I'm not mistaken, she said that she was a child bride. She reached out to Anissa, and Anissa pretty much ignored her when it was time to actually do something with your platform.
She didn't ignore her. She said, in no world would we help you.
It's just addressing the easiest fucking takes. What about the stuff that we actually care about? Like, do you have bad breath? Do you constantly shit yourself? You know, we want to get to the truth, all right? He's not addressing anything important.
These fucking losers.
Yeah, we gotta know.
They
How
love the
smelly are you?
concept of like labeling someone a lol cow and then like bullying them and watching their
Become the
life
trash
spiral out of
man.
control.
Embrace it.
They won't, you know, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just just innocent guys just having a laugh. Thankfully, Anissa and I are in a much safer and privileged position than many other people who are the targets of guys like this who want to bully them into submission.
You used to do this. You are in no fucking position to be lecturing other people about this. It's like if in 5 to 10 years I gain empathy and I look at the commentary channels and I look at all the fucking whack-ass slob tubers from the 2030s and I'm like, yeah, all of you guys are fucking idiot virgins and you should kill yourself. Not very epic to make fun of people or be sarcastic. I, unfortunately, lost the privilege to say that. The second that I decided to make this type of content, you literally did this when you were in your late 20s to other people on a much bigger scale. I don't know how old they are either, but if they're under 32, they're still fine. They haven't gained empathy yet. Once again, it's not unlocked until you're 32. So iDubbbz, where is your charitability and where's your empathy when it comes to that? Have you considered the fact that these people are just YNs who don't know better? It's like, guys, this is no longer cool. I did it and I got rich doing it, but I don't like it when people do it to me, or it's not cool anymore. Grow up. It's like, dude, you were almost 30 harassing teenage
He's giving
girls
everybody
to say the
more of a
N-word.
platform.
And also by engaging with these people, congrats, you've played it yourself. You just gave these guys a bigger audience.
I'm giving my actual authentic take about something. You don't need to put the blame on my wife. You don't need to say that she's controlling me. This is very off base. People who are in relationships, they communicate, they
Can I just say that him saying that, no, this is all me, she has nothing to do with this, is somehow worse? Because that just means he made these stupid decisions himself. So I don't know.
This is just the reality of getting in a relationship and becoming more enmeshed. Like, it happens. You know, if we eventually have a kid together, like, it's very important that we're on the same.
Ooh, Crafter, playing devil's advocate here, but what if he's doing this on purpose, taking L after L to stay relevant? I mean, maybe? Maybe this is his, like, villain arc, master plan type shit? To get people to still talk about him and to stay relevant by just becoming the worst person? Becoming the villain. I did thought about that. The thing is that he could have still kept making content like before, and it probably still would have worked, if he just changed it a little bit. He didn't have to go say slurs or anything like that if he really didn't want to, but he could have talked about stuff, you know? He could have still made very interesting content. There's plenty of things to talk about, so I'm kind of confused why he feels the need, if this is true, why he would feel the need to do this to stay relevant. He could have been fine. Yes, bad publicity is still good publicity. It's publicity, so... But still, it's... It doesn't make sense to me, I guess. It doesn't make sense to me why he would choose this route when I think he was still doing pretty fine. I mean, his videos, as far as I remember, were getting less and less views. The Airsoft Fatty, documentary actually did do good. He could have just made more, like, commentary videos that aren't actually shitting on anyone. You know what I mean? He could have still made very entertaining videos. But for some reason, he just doesn't want to and wants to fight the whole internet instead. It just doesn't make sense. He could have probably rebuilt from scratch. Yeah.
Please don't have a kid.
I don't know why this shit makes me so mad. Because there was a point in time back in OnlyFans season 1 where I was like, dude, iDubbbz is the fucking man. Such a chill guy. So down to earth. Loved meeting him in real life. Loved playing games with him. This guy was the fucking man.
I think Tectone is remembering this in a kind of a weird way. It seems like he's very nostalgic and happy about it. He's being very over the top of how epic I was. But by this time, everyone had like decided that Anissa controls my life and that I'm a beta male soy cuckboy. So it actually is very funny that he's coming out now saying like, man, he was the man just 2 years ago. It's like, dude, the fucking cat was out of the bag 2 years ago.
I can't focus on anything that is actually going on. I can't focus on any point that iDubbbz is doing because I'm just thinking to myself out here, what in the actual fuck is that haircut?
Like iDubbbz calling people incels when the first woman he met literally destroyed, like took over his life and destroyed him, dude.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos, but Anissa is not the first person or not the first woman I've met.
What?
I've met plenty of other women. She's certainly not the first woman I've dated, and certainly not the first woman I've had sex with.
To that.
So he's not a virgin? I gotta unsubscribe immediately. I only watch virgins. I'm glad it's cleared. I'm glad now we know that iDubbbz does indeed fuck. So I don't know what to do with this information. Congrats, I guess. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Keep fucking. I guess this is groundbreaking information. I don't know, dude. Like I low-key want to stand up and clap.
When my rancid boxing coach and his wife decided to go on the H3 podcast as like this mutual exchange of talking shit about Anissa and I in exchange for $5,000, that was sort of under the premise that I owed them some sort of bonus money.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were also promised a bonus on CC1, and we never got it. But because Michael was so nice, he didn't want to, like, make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Nisa about it.
And I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus.
Ian, I
was paying these people an hourly rate to do the job that I asked.
In what way do you mean planned this from the beginning? What do you mean Anissa planned this from the beginning? I'm so curious.
For them to do. And they got paid. This fucking loser with the beard got paid $32,000 for training an influencer to box, and she got paid $9,000 to film some of it. They conveniently never talked to either one of us about it.
You confronted about that? You asked them, or you didn't want to
I just let it be.
Because I'm the same.
They conveniently don't have any text messages or emails or contracts that have anything to do with bonus money because that conversation didn't happen. They are lying to Ethan and his crew, and they're lying to the audience.
How is it that we put on this great event? We raised $1.3 million for charity, and he promised us a bonus. And then right after the event, he just kind of pretend like he's too busy to check in with us.
Now, this is a little tricky because I don't know who to believe in. I think, guys, this should be example number 667. That when you're making business, make sure you guys get a contract. even if it's bonus, because this sounds like it was a spoken deal. Sure, it's all good when everyone's in good terms, but when shit turns sour, I mean, there's no proof of it, so you can't do anything to me because it was a spoken deal.
Like I said, I also want proof. I want proof that he actually paid them all that money, honestly. Because he's bringing it up. Would have been good to actually see the proof of that.
Everything in writing.
Now, to the crew of the H3 podcast, I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this episode.
But I'm curious, what is the comment section saying? Calling the ex-child bride survivor you refuse to support in even the laziest way, and I quote, dumb as rocks, end quote. You truly have learned empathy, Ian. Yeah, not a very nice thing to say, Ian. Where the fuck is your empathy, little bro? This channel has become an emotional dumping ground. Ian,
oh no, I don't mean you. I mean him.
This video's long enough.
Now, diaper's wild.
I'm out. Bye. Look how miserable he looks, dude.
Hold on a second. I want to see the other thing because he said that he brought up all of the like nasty things that Anissa had said to him, and I'm curious if he actually does that. Please get a divorce already. This is concerning. I need to know. I need to know. Because if there's like more than I even know, maybe this would prove.
Say black gentleman.
Now, many of you guys don't know this, but I'm about to review some massive information here. Not only am I a slob tuber and I run the Sensitive Society channel, not only do I have an evil twin that goes by Dude with an Opinion who drops bangers, not only do I do that, but on my free time, I am a licensed professional divorce counselor and divorce lawyer. I know this is shocking. Yes, I do it all. And I stumble upon a subreddit called I Miss the Old IDUB.
Unfortunately, if you put anything, even if it's from his videos, right? From iDubbbz's videos, YouTube will absolutely take that shit down. So
they found multiple clips of iDubbbz. How do I describe this without sounding like I'm like insane? Not being abused, but just like being treated really badly. Some of the optimized sense. This is just you being paranoid. YouTube. You're too parasocial. You love Ian too much. You love Anissa too much. But when I see clips like these,
1260.
No, it was like yeah, it was 4K, a 4K thing. You smelling my breath?
No. Does it always smell like piss?
No.
Or did one of the dogs pee?
They might have peed.
Doesn't.
Why would you post this? I'm speechless.
Does it smell like piss?
I don't smell that.
Oh, maybe it's just me.
Now tell me that doesn't look like an abusive relationship, if not extremely toxic. Guys, you guys are not 16 anymore, alright? Let's leave the middle school, high school toxic relationships in the past. Let's be real for a second. All of you...
Dude, I would have turned off the camera and been like, honey, I think your breath a little stanky. You should go brush your teeth. But don't post that.
By all of you, I'm talking about iDubbbz and Anissa. Like, you guys are almost 40 years old. Once again, I am a professional, 1000% real divorce lawyer, and the verdict here is get a divorce, please. Did you guys hear Anissa?
Speak included, Kai? Oh yeah, obviously. I always, like, if I ever have to tell somebody something like that, I always try to make it silly so that they also don't feel bad, because even if you're telling that stuff in private, like, you don't want to make them feel bad about it or embarrassed, so I'm just like, hee hee, you're a little stinky, go take a shower.
Sniffing around before iDubbbz said, oh, does my breath smell? Now, this isn't the first time iDubbbz has the bad breath allegations. If you guys remember the classic mango clip.
I put in the behind the scenes.
Wait, is that why you say that I'm stupid and I'm really dumb? Oh no! No, of course not. I don't actually think you're dumb. I'm actually joking with you. Just like how Chet, like, or anyone really, who I'm friends with might be like, are you so stupid? I know they don't mean it, you know? But, like, for example, with, if I'm with, like, somebody who's, like, a friend or a partner, And either I will say something very delicately, like for example, let's say I'm out with like a girl, and embarrassing moment, like let's say she gets her period and I notice there's like a blood stain. First thing I'm gonna do is go behind her to be like, girl, don't move and don't panic, but I think you got your period. Quietly scooch towards the bathroom and I will help you. No one has to know. No one has to know. But yeah, you know, like, it depends. I mean, if somebody's like, wait, do you mean that? I'll be like, yeah, I do. You know? But I'll still, like, joke about it or something just to, I don't know, so there's no tension. Okay, is that one friend that we need? Just be honest. I used to hate doing that because I got embarrassed thinking that I was going to embarrass the person. However, it's far more embarrassing when you don't say anything and then they have to come to the realization that they have fucking blood-stained pants all the way down the back. So, like, say something. Help them out. They got a piece of food stuck in their teeth. Be like, hey, you got something there. Got a little something in your teeth. Get it out before anyone sees. Be stealthy. You know? Just say something. They'll appreciate it.
Fiona. See. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. What the hell?
I need to drown that out with some more mango.
Oh my god. What was that?
iDubbbz, you are 50 years old. You can't do the bare minimum fucking hygiene. So you brush your teeth, alright? You grab that brush, you put toothpaste on it, and then you go sideways to sideways, and then that's how you brush your teeth, iDubbbz. You're a multi-millionaire, and you can't afford a fucking toothbrush to get rid of that stinky-ass breath. Did boxing really fuck iDubbbz that badly that he can't even do the essentials like take a shower, not look...
There might be something else wrong, too. Like, something more medically wrong. He might be brushing his teeth, but it might just not be helping. But, I mean, at that point, just go to a fucking doctor and figure it out.
Greasy, brush his hair, brush his teeth. Like, little bro can't even do the bare minimum. It's just the way Anissa said it, it's so mean. Like, don't get me wrong, like, if my partner had horrible breath, and I already told them multiple times to fix it, and they don't, step number one would be to break up with them. Just be like, you're too fucking stinky, dude. Please stop. I'm out. Peace. Some people might think that's rude, but you guys always gotta keep in mind, I'm not 32 yet. I haven't developed empathy. I don't even know what empathy is. So maybe one day I'll look back at my life and be like, you know, I kind of regret that. But until then, that's what I would do. I will break up with them immediately if I already gave them multiple warnings like, yo, brush your fucking teeth, and they don't, or have gum on you at all times and they don't. It's like, all right, bro. I don't want to smell your breath that smells like cat or dog piss. There's ways to deal with situations like this, but I mean, this is just like, bruh. This is so fucking sad. This looks like an abusive fucking body cam footage. Sean said, are you smelling my breath? The second she starts sniffing around is crazy, bro. First off, this implies his breath has been an issue in the past. Second, it's a frequent enough issue to where it's the first thing he thinks of. 30-year-old...
Yeah, that's another thing. Because, like, if I start smelling the air and I'm just like, something smells weird, nobody in this house is gonna be like, oh, is it me? Because that's not the issue. That's just not the issue. I've never, like, been, like, shitting on Blackstar or calling him a stinker all the time. At least not in like a serious way, maybe playfully, but no, he uses that Old Spice, he smell good. But no, like, I don't know, just like it's very telling that that was the first thing he thought of, like, are you smelling my breath?
Old man doesn't know you need to brush your tongue and gums. She treats him like shit and constantly...
Oh, somebody said, honestly, his stomach issues could also cause stank breath either way. Okay, here's another thing. If it's a stomach issue, you either just, you gotta eat better, maybe drink some kefir. Kefir helps so much. It really fucking helps. When I was a stinky little child, I had that problem. Because obviously, like, your parents, they're gonna check up on you, and my mom really cared about hygiene and health and things like that. But my grandma was always giving me sweets and junk food and other things. So you always been stinky. Kefir? What the fuck? What do you call it in English? Kefir, you know? Shit. It's like, it's a drink. It's a very potent yogurty drink. You know? It's kefir in English too. Good stuff. Oh, thank you, Megalum. You're helping me. But yeah, like, I had a problem when I was really young. And my mom forced me to drink kefir because she was like, you have a problem. You a stanky little child. You need this. And I didn't want to because, you know, plain kefir just tastes really gross. I honestly don't like it till this day. I hate it. But sometimes I'll drink it anyways because it's just good for your gut. And she started to be like, okay, well, you're obviously a kid and this really seems to be something you don't like, so I will give you strawberry kefir. And I loved that. I would drink that all the time, or I'd like eat it with like oats and shit. And breath problem went away immediately. Maybe it was something with my gut that didn't help. I don't know, but that shit is pretty fucking potent from my experience. Like, maybe he just needs some kefir. Drink
Somebody
some
says
kefir,
how she
man.
married
It'll
him
help.
for money. Bruh, sort yourself out before it's too late. It's
I
too
smelled
late.
like
As a
strawberry
marriage
yogurt the whole
counselor,
day.
it's over. I mean, nothing could fix this relationship. This is like fixing a glass that's shattered into pieces and gluing it back together. It's impossible. Don't even try. Just move on. This is a whole different level of disrespect.
It was 4K, a 4K thing.
So she's sniffing around.
You smelling my breath?
No. Does it always smell like piss?
No,
Or did
it
one of the
doesn't smell like
dogs
piss.
pee?
Bruh, this is low-key kind of sad to see. Just the way he says it. No, it doesn't smell like piss. I would feel bad if I was 32.
She could have been saying like, no, in the context it does sound like she's talking about him.
But I'm not. No, it wasn't me. Unless you say it was me and my breath smells like cat piss.
You smelling my breath?
No. Does it always smell like piss?
No,
Or did
it
one of the
doesn't smell like
dogs
piss.
pee?
They might have peed.
Doesn't it smell like piss?
I don't smell that.
Oh, maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's your breath, Anissa. Have you thought about that? Even me, who lacks empathy, who lacks...
Oh, Lexstar, are you going to sleep? Why are you staring at me like that? What? Good shit.
feelings. Even I'm starting to feel a little bad for iDubbbz here. It's like, dude, you're stuck in a toxic, abusive relationship and you don't even see it. Bro got pussy once and it changed him for the worse.
And here's the thing. Like I said, maybe he's telling the truth and maybe there have been really good times between them. But I think that because there's been good times, that he's not seeing the warning signs and the bad shit as much, you know what I mean? Because that's what happens with like relationships that look bad to everybody on the outside, but for the people in the relationship, they feel like everything's great. That's kind of what happened to me. There were really good times. I'm not kidding. There was like fantastic times where I was like, oh, everything's romantic and we're taking care of so many things in our life and we're on top of shit and we're always spending time together and he's just so nice to me. And then boom, everything just fucking falls apart, you know? But you stay because you think, okay, this is just a little bump in the road and it'll get better, you know? But it doesn't, you know? It doesn't. That's the problem.
Anissa implies that being with iDubbbz ruined her career in this 2022 clip.
I'm Ian's wife.
Is that what you do?
I've given up trying to. I mean, I used to Twitch stream and tried YouTube for a bit, and but I was a Twitch streamer for 8 years.
Not a Twitch streamer, a titty streamer, where she would have her tits out and barely play anything, which, hey, I'm not complaining. Fire streams, and hopefully one day they come back. But let's just call it what it is.
So, hi, what? Why are you pointing at me now?
I just want you to know.
Yeah.
That if you did have the shit to me that Anissa does to Ida, you'll never find your time.
Damn, Jesus. No, let me pap you. Let me pap you for that. Also, hello, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Oh my god. He's threatening me, but with love. I bet you there's gonna be somebody out there who'd like take that shit seriously. No, pap. Like pap with my palm, you know? Because he keeps like patting like the back of my head. So I wanted to pat him on his arm, and he moved out of the way like a stinker. Doesn't even let me.
You were a
pap him.
glorified webcam girl.
I was actually doing really well on Twitch when we met, and then it kind of like went downhill.
I ruined her career, basically. Yeah. I was like, hey, you have any interest in the worst fan base on the internet?
Yeah. What? Thought I could get you. Fuck. I gotta get Sonic fast. Hold on, I knocked shit over. There we go. Oh, I'm not fast enough. I'm not fast enough.
It made streaming not fun anymore.
Oh no.
So I tried for years after we got together.
You ruined your wife's passion, man.
No, but to be fair, he tried to protect me like from it. He was like we're not going to go public. And at the time, I didn't understand. I was like, why don't you want to be public with me? I was like super confused. I was like, this is kind of weird. And he was like, no, trust me, we don't want to go public. But I was stubborn, so.
Especially with a fan base like that, like the edgy kids.
I just didn't know.
And you were also like in the same realm,
We were
like
in the same
entertainment
realm,
stuff.
so I was thinking like, like it makes sense. And we put our ats in each other's Instagram bios, and it was game over. As soon as the ats went in, it was like.
Yeah, at the same time, though, it's like, you know.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. Because the first bit sounded like it was a joke.
As soon as the ats went in, it was like.
Yeah, at the same time, though, it's like, you know, wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Now, here's the thing. If Anissa wasn't an insane bitch, I truly do think she wouldn't be getting a lot of hate. Alright? If she was a good fucking person. But she is just so fucking unlikable. It's actually insane how unlikable she is. It feels like she's trying everything to be as unlikable as humanly possible. You are the problem. It's quite that simple. There's people out there that are edgy, that have public relationships, and they don't get shit. You guys want to know why? Because at least on screen, on camera, it feels like they get along great. They're not constantly putting each other down like Anissa has done multiple times. iDubbbz didn't ruin your career. You ruined your own career, and on top of that, you ruined his career. You got a double kill on that one. It's like these people never do any self-reflecting. It's always them. It's always they're the problem. They're the insane ones. They're the incels. They're the haters. But they never think about what am I doing to feel that? iDubbbz and his wife are so fucking blind. They don't even see it. They think everyone else is the issue but them. The person says 100% narcissist blaming others for shortfalls. How many times have you heard Anissa embarrass iDubbbz?
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had like IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
1260?
No, it was like, yeah, it was 4K, a 4K thing. You smelling my breath?
No. Does it always smell like piss?
No.
Or did one of the
it doesn't smell
dogs
like piss.
pee?
They might have peed.
Doesn't it smell like piss?
I don't smell that.
Oh, maybe it's just me.
I put in the behind the scenes.
Hey, thank you,
Fiona. See. Oh fuck! Oh my god! What the hell?
I need to drown that out with some more mango.
Subscribe to the channel.
God.
Someone made this meme. I said, eat the fucking slop on stream. But Anissa, I'm not hungry. It's honestly becoming so comical how she's how she has to bring him food while he's streaming to show off her cooking. And he clearly wants her to stop, but he can't yell at her in front of the stream. It all comes back to Ian not being able to set boundaries with this asshole wife. Then someone found this tweet from a few years ago from Anissa, and it's pretty ironic looking at how everything is right now. She says, abuse in relationships isn't just whether or not he or she hits you. Do you feel like you can't go anywhere without your partner? This is something that iDubbbz and Anissa have both said, so okay, you already got one right. Does your partner gaslight you? They do. Especially Anissa. Anissa gaslights the shit out of iDubbbz. Does your partner demand all your passwords? Does your partner put you down? Yes, Anissa. You constantly put iDubbbz down and you humiliate him constantly. So, yes, you don't deserve to be abused. This is so fucking ironic coming from her. Like, this bitch is insane. The call is coming from inside the house. And then we get one of the funniest / worst clips iDubbbz has ever put out. This is from when he was streaming. This is the definition of someone not knowing what the fuck they're talking about and just using certain popular trendy words to sound smart.
Are you a Radiohead guy, Ian? I'm not. I've never been a Radiohead guy.
Oh, this clip.
And he's just like, oh, Radiohead's so great. I listened to a couple songs. I'm like, oh yeah, Radiohead is great. And then we get some info that Radiohead is a little bit like Zionist coded. So...
Zionist coded. I guarantee you these fucking people got this word from like Twitter or Hassan gave them the word. Oh yeah, next time throw in Zionist coded and you're good. They're so Israel coded. Oh my god, this is literally the definition of someone who's so fucking retarded, but they just want to use big words to sound smart. Oh yeah,
what the hell does that even mean?
That Radiohead, a little bit Zionist coded. Am I right, fella gamers? Am I cool? Am I one of the cool kids now?
Zionist coded. So we stopped listening to it regularly.
Wow. What a pussy.
Regularly,
I was
but
gonna say
sometimes.
a slur, but I'm gonna have to keep that Patreon exclusive. And for the Patreon exclusive people, iDubbbz is a what? It truly does shock me that in the big 2025 we can't separate the art from the artist. But I guess the best example of separating the art from the artist is Kanye. I love his music. I bump it all the time in the whip. And I'm sure there's some people who are like, oh, you listen to Kanye in 2025, you're a Nazi because he's a black Nazi. It's like, it's not relevant to me. I don't care about that. I just care about the bangers, and he has a lot of bangers, so I'm gonna continue to listen to it. I just care if the music is good, alright? I don't know, Kanye might be Hitler coded. OnlyFans is Zionist coded. True. What the fuck does this even mean? With that said, I'm out. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel.
Shit.
Sensitive Society, who is puppy coded.
What?
Out.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Hold on. Let's go back here for 2 seconds, right? Oh, turn on my goofy music. Holy shit, what just happened? Fuck. So, yeah, iDubbbz is just digging himself a deeper hole, so that's lovely. Why would you make this video? I know it's funny coming from the people who are shitting on him to say, hey man, just stop making videos. But like, yeah, just stop. Stop responding to it. You know? You're calling them trolls, but you're responding to them. Even though you should know what a troll is. A troll is somebody who just wants to make you upset, right? So don't make a video acting upset. That's what they want. What do you think you're doing? I just don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. God, this was a trip and a rip. He is dead. Dude is digging a hole trying to mine for gold. It's just weird to me. It's just really weird. But he's hoping he can ride the publicity for some extra money. Well, I mean, apparently it's not working out for him, considering he's living in Anissa's mom's basement with her. And they're selling their house, which nobody wants to fucking buy, so they keep having to drop the price. Like, guys, this is not it. This is not it. This is bad. This is such a mess. Man. I'm sure everything probably would have just like blown over if they didn't fight people all the time. People keep making content because they keep fighting people, making comments, saying stuff that's like, obviously people are gonna comment on it, right? Just don't. Just don't. You're already like really hated. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't. I didn't know about that. He's really selling the house? Yes! Shin found the price listing and sent it to me. Dude, I think it was said before somewhere. I don't really remember where it is anymore, but yeah. Apparently Ian was convinced by Anissa to sell his house. So that they could, I don't know, buy a different one maybe, but like nobody's buying it. I'ma buy the house if they keep lowering it down. Oh my god, if Shin comes back and he's like, I have the iDubbbz house, I'm gonna fucking shit myself. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Shin, please, can we throw a party in there? Can we all just come over and like have fun in the iDubbbz cuck house? I would milk the content out of it. Yeah, you could literally make a video being like, I have the iDubbbz house. I bought it. Let's throw an iDubbbz block party. Oh my god. Although I have to say, people would probably also be mad at you for like giving them any sort of money, but I mean, you could also just not care and be like, nah, I'm gonna throw a party there. That'd be so funny. Oh my god. I feel like something must be wrong with the house. Not just... Because, I mean, I'm sure not everybody knows who iDubbbz and Anissa even are online, right? Not everybody knows who they are. There's probably a bunch of people who don't really go on the internet. So it makes me wonder, like, is something wrong with the house? Or are they, like, overpricing it? Like, what's the deal with that? Why is no one buying it? At all. I don't care if they do lower it to a point that I could. I would try at least. I bought the iDubbbz house. Let's check it out with the black light. Because it's his house, TBH. But no, that's the thing that I'm bringing up. I'm sure there's people who don't have any clue who they are online. So it makes me wonder why no one is buying the house at all. It makes me think something must be wrong with the house, because I mean, I imagine some rich old couple who wants to move into that area would want to buy it if it's a nice house. But I think they're selling it right now for like $1 million. So I don't know. I don't know. Wasn't their house small? I have no idea what their house fucking looks like. Maybe it is small, maybe it's not. Who knows, really? But either way, like, huh. No one be surprised if there's an issue with the house. I mean, assuming one of the things he has of hygiene is due to being lazy, it's possible he was too lazy with the house. So you're saying the house could be a mess? Maybe. Maybe. Potentially. Blah. Could be a mess. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But either way, still. There could be mold. I don't know. Termites. That usually turns people off from a house wanting to buy. It probably stinks like garbage juice. Ew! Maybe. Oh no, please. Don't tell me they're that dumb. Demolition team is go. Dude, imagine we all just meet. We don't even have like a party. We just become house flippers. We all go there to make it like the most bomb ass house ever. Just to work together. Why not? Fuck yeah. And we can drink and have fun. I wouldn't be complaining. I just bought the items house and made it better. Yeah, that'd be a great title for a video. Give it some like Mr. Beast style like thumbnail. Pull up the carpet and the floor is all mold, just mold. But wouldn't that also make for good content? Wouldn't that be funny to show how damaged the house is? The mold adds character. Let's go items cleaning party. That is so funny. That genuinely would be so funny. I would want to come to that. Let's go! Let's up those numbers! Shin just gets like millions of views on his first video there. That'd be hilarious. He made back all the money! Technically, it wouldn't be my weird core house if I didn't buy it and Shin bought it. It's Shin's dragon cave, I guess. Hey, long time no see. Good to catch a stream again. Hello! Welcome! Welcome, welcome. I call the basement. What's with you in the basement? Bring my good camera. We can record everything. So funny. Oh man. You know what you should do? If you bought the items house for real shit, if you actually bought it, like it got lowered enough that you actually consider it, and you bought it, first video should just be saying that you bought the house, showing it around, get tons of views from that, and then once you get tons of views from that, you monetize that shit, get a whole bunch of money back, so it's even easier to like have a bunch of people like come over and like fix it up together, and then you make another video on that and get even more money. Might be some cool ghosts down there, you never know. Or do you like ghost hunting? Are you a ghost hunter? Only problem with this would be everybody's gonna see how fucking short I am. God damn it. Everybody's just gonna tower over me and I'm just gonna be standing there in the middle like, gee whiz. Maybe we'll find the ghost of items' old self. Be a content creation house. In search of the cuck ghost. This is all great video ideas, I'm just saying. Do like a ghost hunting style video in the basement. They like to watch. Would be really funny content. Just saying. Just saying. What price would the house need to be at, Shin? I'm so curious. Because I don't know if you're being serious or if you're just joking. But if you're being serious, what price would the house need to lower to for you to actually consider buying it? I need to know. I wish to understand. Got a vape. We're running out of vape juice. No, I'm not. I'm good. I don't know why I didn't buy a vape that I can refill, because this refillable one that I like put the juice into has been lasting me for so long. I haven't had to buy another pod in a really long time. It's been really saving me. Half and half, around like 800,000 since last time it was like at like 1,200,000. Gotcha. So somewhere around 800,000. I mean, who knows? It might be lower to that. But yeah. Who knows? Fair enough, fair enough. I would totally move in. That actually, I can actually see why you might do that. Considering I, like, know what your life is like right now. But you're in Panama. Would you not mind moving to, like, the United States? Where is the house located in? I might move in. You want a roomie? Pain and suffering. Yeah, no, buy the items house. Get the fuck out of there. Why not? Do it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get any takers, that maybe they'd lower the price down to 900,000, because right now it's at 1 million. They might lower it down to 900,000, no takers still. They might lower it down to 800,000, because they keep lowering it down, like, little by little. But yeah. Would be funny. It would be really funny. Before or after cleaning / demolition. I mean, go, like I said, go there, make a video, milk that shit that you bought the house. Get tons of views from that, because with items being such a big topic right now, if you made a video saying that you bought their house, I think that would get a lot of views. And then just do the whole, like, demolition thing, cleaning, whatever, as a separate video, get a whole bunch of more views, monetize that shit, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, who knows? Maybe Shin will be the new owner of it if nobody buys it before then. Ah, we shall see. We shall see. Would be really funny. Anyways. This has been a crazy stream. I didn't expect Items to make this video. I mean, I did because he said he would, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. Like, I was like, there can't be anything worse than, like, his content cop and content deputy and the fucking other videos that came afterwards. Like, they were all pretty bad, but this really took the cake. This really took the cake. It felt like he was just crashing out, and that whole beginning sequence where he showed all the parts where he was mostly crashing out and calling people losers didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. Only came at the end. It's that bad? That's sad. That's really sad. No, yeah, he tried to show like an up and coming for this video where he was calling people losers and saying that they're freaks and stuff. That was the hook for the video. Him crashing out. Is that why you have the hat? Yes. Yes, that is why I have the hat. It's a play on the old content cop. Oh, we gotta be the new content cops of the internet and put Ian behind internet bars, I guess? I don't know. Addressing the haters. Yes, the trolls. It's not like people are making actual points about him. Anyways, you guys suck. Bye. I can, hold on, let me go back.
Cause you're
Hold on, let me go back. You can just hear the
I don't know if
beginning
this
part.
is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos. There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. If you're gonna be a hater-ass bitch, take it the full way.
That is how he does the introduction to the video. If you're gonna be a hater-ass bitch, at least take it the full way. It just sounds like he's crashing out. Like, why would you do this? He may be the content, but you're the cop now. Thank you. It's amazing how many, like, people rose to the title of content cop afterwards. The whole way he does the intro is why I feel that he isn't taking it seriously, that this is a joke. Yeah, I mean, I do understand what you mean. I do kind of get a feeling too. It might just be that he's, you know, trying to take actual L's and making content bad on purpose. Taking shots at people and trying to, like, get on everyone's bad side so he can stay relevant. But I don't think he had to do that, which is why I don't understand. I really don't. He was so proud of that part, it made the front preview. Fuck. Why, dude? Why would you do this to yourself? I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. I just don't. And listen, everybody makes bad content once in a while. I can think of plenty of times where I've just, like, said or done something in a video or made a video that I just completely didn't like, regretted even, and, like, that happens, you know. Not all of them are gonna be bangers, not all of them are gonna be great, but it's the fact that, like, people are telling him this isn't great, this isn't a great look, and he just keeps going. Crazy how iDubbbz was trending earlier on Twitter, now I know why. Yep. Oh, man. I might have to make a video about this as well at some point. I wanted to talk about how Tectone was leaving. I feel bad that there were so many people who were, like, shitting on him after he was like, I need to take a break. Some fucking VTuber, I'm gonna say this with my fucking chest because this person was, like, way out of fucking line. This random fucking VTuber came in and got, like, thousands, not Pinky Chew, some other person, they came in and got, like, thousands and thousands of likes on a tweet where they said, yeah, well, Tectone threatened to have my friend, graped. No context. Got thousands of likes and fucking retweets. And I was just looking at the fucking replies, and every single person was like, are you talking about the time that they said something, your friend said something to him about his, like, I don't remember what it was. They said something to him that was kind of rude. And he went, well, don't make me call my dad. How did you translate that into a grape threat? Huh? That's extreme. That's really extreme. Hello, Jake. He said the most preschool threat probably is a joke, and they took it seriously. Hello. Hello. I just... It's so weird that they took it that way. Yeah, it was literally, I'm gonna tell my dad on you. That's a meme. How do you take that as a rape threat? It's not. Unless he explicitly said in DMs and you screenshots of that, or in public and you screenshots of that, of him saying that word, that I'm gonna get somebody to do this horrible thing to you, you can't go around saying that shit. People were like, well, good luck in court if he ever decides to sue you. And they were like, yeah, I'd like to see him try. Are you fucking stupid? Do you not know how laws work? I have no fucking words. I have no fucking words. It's like when people, like, they see somebody did something bad, like, let's say they're spreading around, like, CP, right? Or let's call it CSAM. CSAM, because that's a much more professional term, right? And that person who wants to get that weirdo in trouble decides to save the CSAM onto their computer as evidence. Now you have CP on your computer. You're liable for that too. Like, do people not think? Do people really just not think? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Either people don't understand laws, or people try to pretend like they understand laws. Try to make up some bullshit about how much they understand. Like, no. Unless you have an actual degree. No. In order to frame someone for a crime, they commit a crime? Yeah, sounds pretty brain dead to me. That's like saying I play Hogwarts Legacy equals I'm a black nut. Yeah. Yeah, people will go that far, though. They will. People on Twitter especially would absolutely call you that. So, it's just... It's wild. And, like, he clearly did it as bait. This was the purpose to drive them to think he did that, but he never had any intent on said actions. Possibly. Potentially. Who knows? It could have just been him joking around and being like, I'm gonna tell my daddy on you, without thinking about any sort of implications. Or maybe he said it on purpose just to make them mad. Who knows? But, like, he didn't actually threaten them. Acting like your life is in danger is so weird to me. That's so weird. It's a random fucking person on the internet. He's not... What, do you think he's gonna find your house? Are they still dogpiling on people for Hogwarts Legacy? Come on, I thought this shit was over. People on the internet will always be wild. I just gotta accept it. Yup. My day is ruined and my... Or, wait, hold on. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Sorry. Said that backwards. It's because a second game is coming? Fuck! I haven't even gone to play the first game. I wanted to, because, I mean... I'm as fruity can get. and I still wanted to play it. I didn't give a fuck, but like my computer just can't run it. I wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy while wearing the trans flag on me and all of the other pins that apply to me. Decked out in all of the colors. Yeah, no it is. You're not wrong. Like, it's a fucking wizard game. Who cares? Who cares? Whatever. She's rich already. I think most of the money didn't even go to her. Like, it doesn't make a difference. Bring out a full scout sash with all the badges. Dude, wait. I should do that for Peak! Yeah, this is my Boy Scout stash. With all of my collected fucking pride flag pins. I'm no longer a Boy Scout, I'm the gay scout. Oh man. Oh, my leg fell asleep. No! No, my leg. The Gay Scout march with pride. Yes.
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
Oh man. Oh man. By the way, since I did have like the male kite coon thing going on, I did think maybe at some point, because I do want to learn, like I want to practice rigging a lot more. Maybe someday either I will draw myself male kite to rig, or I'll commission somebody to draw me like a super sexy male kite that I'll sometimes use. Because, I mean, why not? It's funny. I mean, you guys have seen that, right? Rig the PNG you already have. Oh, but that's not as fun as like a full model with toggles and shit. Male mode activated. I was surprised how many people were like thirsting over male kites. Oh, that shit was funny. That was just funny as fuck. Can I find the picture if people don't know what I'm talking about? I did it for like a few videos and then I stopped. But it'd be funny to bring it back. Just to randomly jump scare people. I wanted to voice train too, like practice shit. Because I think it would be funny if I just suddenly switched up my voice, like, either mid-stream or, like, in videos. Is this the same person? Yeah. What do you mean? I've always been this way. My balls just dropped, specifically today. Here we go, I'll show you. Male kite again if you've forgotten. Oh no, he's huge. Wait, I got him. I got him. I got him. There we go. There he is. Voice changer, maybe? Oh no, he's hot! Slab of lean beef. It's so funny. I like how people are just like, Kite, move over. We need male Kite now. Sorry, honey. Make way. Nobody wants me around. They just care about him and his chiseled abs. It's so silly. Oh. How about both? I mean, sure. That's what I want to do. I thought it'd be fun to switch between them. But yeah, I'd have to get like a whole thing made. That would be nice. I know you said, next thing you know, male voice appears. I know you said voice changer, but the thing is, it just sounds like me with a deeper voice, which, just sounds weird. I want to make it sound convincing, because that would be so much more funny. Just do the peak voice. No. That won't work. When you go, oi. Oi. Chill out. But you know, I've learned a lot of things about like vocal training. Like, holy shit. There's so many things to women's voices and men's voices that makes them so different from each other that it's wild. Because at first I was like, oh, it's just the pitch, right? Like, girls just talking a higher pitch and guys talking a lower pitch. But no, did you know, all the men out in the audience, that you have vocal weight? Your voice is heavy. Women's voices are lighter. You have a very, like, heavy sound to your voice. Gotta add some gravel to it and velvet it out. That gravel is the vocal weight. Your voice sounds like more masculine because it's more gravelly and heavier sounding. Does that make sense? Put some bass in it too. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots. Oh, you didn't mean like that. Okay. Grab some from the ground, then buy some velvet cake, mix them, and eat it. Just fucking kills me. Hey yo, welcome, hi, how you doing? How you doing, Lunatic Luke? What's up? Even my voice has muscles, I guess. But like, women's voices are very light and airy when they speak. You know? I was trying to explain to some people that when I feel vibrations from my voice, I don't feel that in my chest like guys do. I feel that in my head, and that seemed to like blow people's minds for some reason. I don't feel that shit in my chest. Like, I feel it like a little bit, but not as much as I feel it in my head. My head vibrates a lot when I talk. I have a vibrating head. There's a lot of interesting things about it. Not gonna lie, consider doing voice training to make mine deeper. Does your head rattle? I mean, you could do voice training just to make your voice deeper if that's what you want to do. Guy here, y'all are feeling it in your chest instead of your head. I don't know. When I was talking to some of my friends, they were like, oh yeah, I feel like the vibration on my chest when I put my hand on my chest. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't feel that. And they were like, you don't? It's like, yeah, because my voice isn't so deep that I feel it in my chest. I can feel it. I feel the cosmos. Put a little boy kite over here somewhere. There we go. He's sticking around for now. I guess it also depends on the way you speak. But yeah. I feel mine more in the base of my neck and midsection of my chest at times. I see. I should train my voice. I want to know what it feels like to have my body vibrate just by talking. But you see, it's different for everybody. I assumed everyone felt a little vibration when they spoke. It really depends. It really depends. Because, I mean, some people's talk a lot more light and airy and, like, softer, you know? And when I do it like this, I don't feel any vibrations at all. We're all vibrate if we were brave enough. It's wild. But yeah, it's very fascinating to me, and I'm wondering how far I could get with vocal training, because if I ever get like a male model that looks like Boy Kite over here, had to do a little dip to show you. I'm very soft-spoken. Yeah, that might be why. But if I ever do get a model like that, then I definitely would find it fun to just like troll people with that. Just be like, hi guys, how are you doing? Hello. Drop my voice down super deep. I'd be like, who the fuck are you? What are you doing? Oh, there was one girl, and I wish I knew how she did it. There was a girl who would go on VR chat and she would do voice trolling where she would get a male, like, avatar and she would do a little bit of a voice changer and change the way she talked and would sound convincingly like a fucking e-boy. You know what I mean? And she'd talk like that for a while with people and then suddenly just turn it off and talk like herself. And people would just get stun-locked and be like, you're a dude, right? You're like just trolling me right now. But it was the opposite. She was a girl, trolling them from the very beginning. Shite, dight, light, might, ite. Guides. Guide is actually not bad. His name is Guide, because he's a dude. Oh man. Smite. We just rhyming now? But yeah, it would be really fun to do that. It's just, she does change the way she speaks as well as use a voice changer, and I just don't know how to do that. So I'd have to figure that out. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. It'd be funny. Oh my god, what's happening in the chat? Fight. Plight. Could sound like Ash. No. No. I wish I knew what kind of voice changer she used. I wonder if I can find her. I might show her videos in the Discord server, maybe. Go, Pikachu! Pikachu! We need to get the Dragon Balls! Let's go! So dumb. Pikachu, I choose you! Use Thunder Smash or whatever. I have a confession to make. I was absolutely surprised when most of the cartoon characters I watched as a kid were actually voiced by women. I mean, I was surprised when fucking Naruto came out as like voiced by a woman. In like the dub, right? I was like, that's a woman? And oh, Xiao and Genshin. That one I was so convinced. I was like, that's a dude, right? That's a dude. That's a dude, guys, right? Right? That's a dude. Nope. That is a woman. How does she do it? She just puts all her, like, edgy energy into the voice. Flat replicate around a default dummy humanoid? What? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Timmy Turner's voiced by a woman. Okay, well that one I can kind of believe. But like, I think it's the more gruff characters who sound like just your average dude that I'm just like, I get stun-locked by that. Quick Kite, sound like a generic nerd, go!
Actually, 2 + 2 is 64.
I don't know. actually. Perfect. Thank you. I don't think I can do Gangle all that well. People were complimenting me in my chat when I played Peak, doing like voice acting practice with Jack and Shin. But I don't really think I sound like Gangle all that much. I did try to do like Gangle's voice at some point. What's like a line she says? I keep forgetting. No. I can't do it right now.
They broke my comedy mask.
I don't know what she says. I can't do it at this moment. Oh boy. I love Gangle. Kevin and Ed, Ed and Eddie was voiced by Kathleen Barr? Ooh.
My comedy mask is broken again.
I can't do it right now. I think I was more in the mood for like voice acting when we were actually being silly and kind of warming up for it. I do want to practice more. Not just because I want to maybe try voice acting for other people, but ages ago, before I even started this YouTube channel, I really badly wanted to make a game, and I wanted to use my art, like the little picture I drew here. I wanted to use my art, and I wanted to make cool little, like some, I don't know, some RPG maker shit, but it would be even better with voice acting. And that would be so fun to do with friends, but I need to get better at it, definitely. Let's make a visual novel. I will give you my voice. Take it, I don't need it. But yeah, getting more comfortable with voice acting would be fun. I did also think about doing it in like short like animation clips because I wanted to try using a light motion, which is for tweening, which is like the easiest form of animation because I suck at frame by frame. I tried. But at least with tweening and stuff, you could make something pretty cool anyways. So I thought about doing something there. There's a lot of things I want to do. I want to get back into making music again. I already mentioned that to people before on my stream. More art. Of course, I have to keep making the lore for my roleplay server. Oh shit, I actually did write more for Deep Sea Dreams, the story quest. But there's still a lot more to write, so I have to really work on that. I've only gotten, like, I think halfway in Act 2. There's a lot of creative things I like doing, and I want to get back into it and really, like, take the time to make cool, creative things. But yeah, it's hard to get back into stuff that you haven't done forever, you know? Let's go! Probably now, since it's already like 6 a.m., I'll probably end stream. I'm not tired yet, so I might just chill for a bit. I don't think we're gonna raid anyone right now, because I already, like, raided during my last stream today. So, we might just end it, because usually I want to stay in raids and, like, interact a little bit. So I'd feel bad just like raiding and not saying anything. Anyways, it was fun. Maybe I'll make a video on this whole iDubbbz shtick because I have a feeling this is only going to get worse. Because why wouldn't it? Oh, man. Have fun, guys, with the rest of your night, or maybe you're going to bed. And see you tomorrow for Weirdcore Wednesday. We're going to be playing a game. Can you select non-live channels for raids? I think so? But that also feels weird to do. Like, usually you send people off to go and hang out in a new chat. When will you learn that his actions have consequences? I can't scream right now, it's 6 a.m. But see you guys tomorrow for Weirdcore Wednesday. Bye-bye, have a good night. Alright guys, see ya. How do I